students, welcome to our channel Naveen's Maths Gallery. Students, in this channel we are going to upload maths videos from 6th to 10th classes, each and every chapter, all exercises. Dear students, utilize this opportunity to improve your maths ability in this pandemic situation. Stay in your home and follow my videos, copy down that notes, it is very helpful to your homework too. In this video, we are going to discuss 8th class chapter number 1, rational numbers, exercise 1.3. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel Naveen's Maths Gallery and follow my videos. Children, in last video, we'll discuss that is what is rational number, what are the properties of rational number, that exercise 1.1 and 1.2, right? So let us see in this video, we'll discuss about this decimal representation of rational numbers. So this decimal representation of rational numbers is either in the form of terminating decimals or non-terminating recurring decimals, right? So what is terminating decimals? What is non-terminating recurring decimals? Let us see here. Decimals which are having finite number of decimal places are called terminating decimals. Decimals which are having infinite number of decimal places are called non-terminating recurring decimals. Let us see that example of this terminating decimals. This is finite number of decimal places which are having finite number of decimal places. Look at that, 0.125, 0.32, so and so on. So this type of decimals are called terminating decimals. So which are having finite number of decimal places. Understand? So let us see this non-terminating recurring decimals which are having infinite number of decimal places. Infinite number of decimal places are called non-terminating recurring decimals. So let us see that example. Look at that, 0.121212 and so on. So this we can write it as that is 12 bar, 0.12 bar like this. So this type of examples are called non-terminating recurring decimals which are having infinite number of decimal places are called non-terminating recurring decimals. Okay, now let us see that period. Okay, so what is period? So this the set of digits which repeats in non-terminating recurring decimal, which repeats in non-terminating recurring decimal is called period. The set of digits, look at that here, in this 0.12121212, the set of digits which are repeating here, so that is 1 2, that is called period here. Okay, so that set of digits which repeats in non-terminating recurring decimal is called period. Okay, now coming to that periodicity, the number of digits in a period, the number of digits in a period of non-terminating recurring decimal is called periodicity. Look at that, in this, what is the period of this 0.12 bar? That is 1 2, right? So look at that in this one. So the number of digits in the period of non-terminating recurring decimal is called periodicity. Now here the number of digits, how many number of digits are repeating here? That is 2 digits are repeating, right? So that's why that is called periodicity. So periodicity is 2 now in this one. Okay, so the number of digits in a period of non-terminating recurring decimal is called periodicity. Okay children, let us see that exercise now. Let us see that exercise 1.3. The first question, express each of the following decimal in the P by Q form. Here they given that 0.57. So already we know that in previous classes the decimals we can convert into fractional form, right? So here this terminating decimals also we can write in the P by Q form like that only. Okay, let us see how can we write that 0.57 in the P by Q form. P by Q is equals to, first we omit that point in the numerator and we should write the total number, there is 57 by, in the denominator we should take that after the decimal point how many decimal numbers are there, how many decimal places, right? How many decimal places are there? There is 2 decimal places, that's why we should take that 100 here. So that is in the P by Q form, that is 57 by 100. Let us see that next question, 0.176 in the P by Q form, that equals to, so omit that point in the numerator, write the total number, there is 176 by, after the decimal point there is 3 decimal places are there, that's why you should take that 1000 here. So cancel by 8, that is 8 2s are 16 and 8 2s are 16 and 8 1s are 8 and 8 2s are 16 and 8 5s are 40. So that is 22 by 125 in the P by Q form. Okay, now let us see that next question, 1.00001. So first we write that, omit that point in the numerator and write that all the digits as the same, that is 100001 total number. By after that decimal point there is 5 zeros are there, that's why we should write that lakh here. So 1 lakh 1 by 1 lakh, that is. Okay, now let us see that next one here, that is P by Q is equals to 25.125. So omit that point in the numerator, write the total number, that is 25,125 by, after that decimal point there is 3 decimal places, that's why we should take that 1000 here. So cancel by 125. So 125 2s are 250 and zeros are 0, 125 1s are 125 and 125 8s are 1000. So that the answer is 201 by 8. It is in the P by Q form, right? So like that we should write that all the terminating decimals we can write like this in the P by Q form. Okay. Question number 2. Express each of the following decimals in the rational form P by Q. Let us see that children here 0.9 bar. This is the non-terminating repeating decimal, right? So now already we know that how can we convert that terminating decimal in that P by Q form, right? We can easily find that in that P by Q form, that terminating decimals. So how can we write these non-terminating repeating decimals in the P by Q form? So let us write here, let us see. So now we say that that is x. Let x equals to that is 0.9 bar, that means 9999 and so on, right? So this we say that that is first equation. Okay, so now here we need that periodicity here. What is that periodicity? That number of digits are repeating in that period is called periodicity, right? So how many digits are repeating here? Only one digit, right? So that is the periodicity. So the periodicity equals to, so periodicity is equals to 1, right? Periodicity is 1. So that's why, so we multiply both sides, by 10 here, by 10. Okay, so then we get, so that is 10x equals to, so when we multiply by 10, the point moves one steps to the right. Okay, so that that is 9.9999 and so on will come here. Okay, so when we subtract this x value, x equals to 0.9999 from this 10x equals to 9.9999, we get that is, so right here x is, that is 0.9999 and so on here. Okay, so subtract this. So after that subtracting, we get that is 10x minus x, that is 9x equals to 9. So then x equals to, what is that value? 9 by 9, right? So 9 ones are 9 ones are, then which implies x equals to 1. X equals to 1. Okay, so let us see here this one. So this we write in, now it is in P by Q form, 1 by 1. The value is 1 by 1, right? So x equals to 1, that is equals to 1 by 1 only. Okay, so that 0.9 bar is equals to 1. Right, now let us see this 0.57 bar. So let x equals to 0.575757 and so on. Okay, then what is the periodicity now here? Periodicity equals to 2. So how many digits are repeating here? 2 digits. That's why periodicity is 2. So we multiply both sides. We multiply both sides by 100 now. By 100. Okay, by 100. So then we get that, so 100x is equals to, so the point moves 2 steps to the right now. So that is 57.5757 and so on. Okay, so write that x value under this 100x. Okay, so that is 0.575757 and so on. So after that subtracting, now we should subtract that x value from that 100x. Okay, so now what is that? Change that symbols here. Okay, 100x minus x, how much it is? 99x. 99x equals to So that is 57.0. So that is 57 only. Then what is the x value? X equals to 57 by 99. So cancel this one. So by which one we cancel? That is by 3, right? So that is 3 3s are 99. The 3 3s are 3 3s are, and 3 1s are 3 9s are 27. That equals to 19 by 33. So x value is 19 by 33. So now it is in P by Q form, right? Okay, like that we should write that the terminating non-terminating decimals, non-terminating repeating decimals in the P by Q form. Okay, children, let us see one more. Now write this 0.729 bar. So here only 29 has bar here. So only repeating here, that is 29 only here in this non-terminating repeating decimal. Okay, let us write that let x equals to, we say that x equals to, that is 0.729, 29, 29 and so on. Okay, now so let us write this here periodicity. What is that periodicity? What is the periodicity of this number? That is 2, right? So only 2 digits are repeating. That's why the periodicity is 2. That's why, so we multiply by 10, by 100 on both sides. We multiply by 100 on both sides. On both sides we get, now we get, okay, so 100x is equals to, 100x equals to, so the point moves 2 steps to the right, that is 72.929292 and so on. Okay, now write that x under this value, that is x equals to 0.72792929 and so on. Okay, so now subtract these two numbers. By subtracting we get, that is 100x minus x, that is 99x equals to, so this 9 minus 7 we get, that is 2 point, so 72, that is 72.2, right? So now x equals to how much it is? X equals to 72.2 by 99. So when we multiply by 10 by 10 here, we get, that is 722 by 99. 722 by 99. Okay, 990, sorry, 990. Okay, so when we cancel that by 2 here, 2 3s are 6, 2 6 are 12, 2 1s are 2, and here 2 2 4s are 8, right? And 2 9s are 18 and 2 5s are 10. So that is x equals to how much it is? 361 by 495. Now it is in P by Q form, right? So now let us see this question. So they here that they given that 12.28 bar. Here only 8 is repeating here. Okay, then write that x value here. What is that x? 12.2888 and so on, right? So now here what is the periodicity? Now here periodicity is 1 here. Okay, that's why we multiply by 10. We multiply by 10 on both sides. We multiply by 10 on both sides. On both sides. Then we get, okay, 10x equals to, point moves one step to right. That means 122.8888 and so on. So then subtract this x from the 10x now. So that is 12.2888 and so on. So now, so change the symbols here, that is minus and minus. 10x minus x, that is 9x, that equals to how much it is? So here 6, 8 minus 2, that is 6, here that is 0, and 12 minus 1, that is 11. So 110.6 here. So then x equals to, which implies x equals to 110.6 by 9. So when we multiply by 10 here, then we get, that is 1106 by 9. 1106 by 9. So when we cancel by 90, right? Sorry, 9 tens are 90 here. We missed that always. Okay, now 9 tens are 90, 1106 by 90. So when we cancel by 2 here, we get that is 553 by 45. So that equals to 553 by 45. Now it is in P by Q form now. Like that, we should write this non-terminating repeating decimals in the P by Q form. So another method is there for finding that these non-terminating repeating decimals in the P by Q form very easily within 2 seconds. Let us see how can we find that these non-terminating repeating decimals in within 2 seconds. Okay. Children, let us see this non-terminating repeating decimal. How can we write in the P by Q form within a second? Let us see here. P by Q form, right? So this P is called numerator and Q is called denominator, right? So what we should take in that decimal, in that numerator and denominator? Let us see. So 0.9 bar, first we should take the total number, that is 0.9. That is 0.9 means 9 only. So 9 minus. So what we should subtract that? So which digits are not repeating in that total number? Which digits are not repeating in that? 0 only, right? So that should be subtract from this total number here. So that which digits are not repeating, that should be subtracted from the total number of digits here. Okay, 9 minus 0. So that coming to the denominator, so in that we should take that after the decimal point, how many decimal places are there? That should be, we should take there. Okay, so after the decimal point there is only one decimal place, that's why we should take that 10 decimal, that is 10. 10 minus, so that after the decimal point, that number of digits which are not repeating, that number of digits which are not repeating after the decimal point here, so there is no digits, right? So that's why you should take 1. So 1 subtract from the 10. Okay, so look at that, that is 9 minus 1, that is 9. 9 minus 0, that is 9. 10 minus 1, that is 9 only. So 9 ones are 9, 9 ones are 9. That's why 0.9 bar we should write it as, that is 1 by 1 means that is 1 only. So that value is 1. Okay, so like this we can find that. Okay, we can write this in the P by Q form. So let us see here this one 0.57 bar. How can we write in that P by Q form? Look at that. So in that numerator part, we can take that is total number in this 0.57, that is 057. So 57 only, that is minus. So in this total number, which digits are not repeating, that is 0 only. So that's why we should subtract from that 57 total number. So now coming to that denominator, after the decimal point, how many digits are, how many decimal places are there? So there is 2, right? So that's why you should take 100 here, 2 zeros decimal, that is 100 minus. So that number of digits which are not repeating after the decimal point, so here also there is no number. That's why you should subtract 1 from that 100. So that equals to, that is 57 by 99. Right? So now cancel by 3, that is 3 ones are 3 and 3 nines are 27 and 3 33s are 99. So now that value 0.57 bar in the P by Q form is 19 by 33. Like that we should write it in that P by Q form within a seconds, right? Okay, now coming to that, this one 0.729 bar. Okay, so look at that, how can we write it? In that numerator, we should take the total number here. What is the total number? 0729. That means 729. So take that 729 minus. So which digits are not repeating in that number? Which digits are not repeating? So that is 7. Right? 07 means that is 7 only. So we should subtract 729 minus 7 here. Okay. Coming to the denominator, after that decimal point, how many decimals are there? How many decimal places are there after the decimal point here? So there is 3 decimal places are there. That's why we should take that 3 zeros decimal, that is 1000. Now minus, after that decimal point, how many digits are, number of digits which are not repeating? Number of digits which are not repeating here, only one digit here. One decimal place only which are not repeating here, right? So that's why you should take here 10. So that's why you should subtract 10 from this 1000 here. Okay, now right here, that is 729 minus 7, that means 722 by 1000 minus 10, that is 990. Now cancel that by 2 here, that is 2 3s are 6, 2 6 are 12, 2 1s are 2, and 2 4s are 8 and 2 9s are 18 and 2 5s are 10. So look at that, that is in the form of P by Q, that is 361 by 495. Like that we should write very easily. That is coming to that last one. This is 12.28 bar. Okay, 28 bar. The bar should be in 8 only. Okay, now let us see how can we write this in that P by Q form. So first we should write the total number here. What is the total number here? 1228, right? So first we should write that 1228. So what we should subtract here? So which numbers are not repeating? Which numbers are not repeating here? So that is 122, 122 not repeating here in this number totally. Look at that. Okay, that should be subtract from the total number here. Okay, now coming to that denominator, after the decimal point only we should take here. After the decimal point, which number of digits which are not repeating, right? That should we take. After the decimal point, how many decimal places are there? First tell me. That is after the decimal place, after the decimal point there are 2 decimal places are there. That's why you should take 100 here. Okay, minus. So after the decimal point, number of digits which are not repeating, number of digits which are not repeating, that is only one, right? That is 2 only, right? So that's why you should take that 10 subtract from that 100. Okay, now so that equals to 1228 minus 122. So that is how much it is, right? So 1106 by 90, right? So if we cancel by 2 means that is 2 5s are 10 and 5s are 10 and 3s are. So 553 by 45. So that is 553 by 45. Like that we should write in that P by Q form very easily within seconds. Okay, children, right? This is very useful method to you for competitive exams. Okay, children, right? Question number 3. Find x plus y divided by x minus y if they given that first question here in that is x equals to 5 by 2, y equals to minus 3 by 4. We substitute first these values in the place of that x and y here. Let us write that solution of that first question. So that is they given that x equals to 5 by 2 and y equals to minus 3 by 4, right? So we substitute that. So 5 by 2 plus minus 3 by 4, yes, so divided by, yes, divided by, so that is x minus y, that means 5 by 2 minus of minus 3 by 4, minus of minus 3 by 4, like that we should write. That is okay. Now calculate this, that is plus of minus, that should be minus. So 5 by 2 minus 3 by 4, right, divided by, so that is also 5 by 2 minus of minus, that should be plus 3 by 4. Yes, look at that. So here that LCM is 4. So 2 2s are 4. That's why 5 2s are 10 minus 3. 10 minus 3 divided by. So this is also 10 minus 10 plus 3. This is 10 plus 3 by 4. Okay. So look at that. Here also that is a LCM is 4 only. So 10 plus 3, that is. Okay. Now 10 minus 3 is 7 by 4 divided by, so 10 plus 3 is 13 by 4. So now we should write like this. So 7 by 4, that right side of the fraction is we should write in that reciprocal. Already we know that we can convert into multiplication. This is, so now 4 by 13. So 4 1 is 4, 4 1 is 4. We cancel that. That should be 7 by 13 is the answer. So for that one, so 7 by 13 is the answer. Now let us see here one more question, that is x equals to 1 by 4, they given that y equals to 3 by 2. So now this one we substitute in the place of that x plus y. As it is we can do that. So but they given that next values here, x equals to 1 by 4 and y equals to 3 by 2. Let us substitute here, that is x plus y, that means 1 by 4 plus 3 by 2. Both are positives only, right? So that is divided by x minus y, means that is 1 by 4 minus 3 by 2. In both the fractions, that LCM is 4 only, right? So that's why it is 1 plus 2 2s are 4. That's why 3 2s are 6. So divided by, so here also 4 is the LCM, that is 1 minus 6. 1 minus 6, right? Now here 1 plus 6 is 7 by 4, and divided by this is 1 minus 5, 1 minus 6 is, that is minus 5. Minus 5 by 4. Okay, now write that, that is 7 by 4 into, we should reciprocal it, that is minus 5 by 4. The reciprocal of minus 5 by 4 is 4 by minus 5. So here also 4 will be cancelled here. So that answer is minus 7 by 5. Minus 7 by 5 is the answer. Okay, that is that answer. Like that we should do this problem. Okay, children. Question number 4. Divide the sum of minus 13 by 5 and 12 by 7 by the product of minus 13 by 7 and minus 1 by 2. So let us write the solution here. So solution. So they given that the sum of minus 13 by 5 and 12 by 7. Let us write that minus 13 by 5. Sum means that should be plus. So that is 12 by 7. Okay, minus 13 by 5 plus 12 by 7. Okay, now we should divide that sum by the product of minus 13 by 7 into minus 1 by 2. Okay, we should divide by this product, right? So what is the sum of these two numbers? So that is LCM of that 5 and 7 is, that is 35. So minus 13 into 9, 13 into 7, right? So 5 sevens are 35. That's why you should multiply that numerator also by 7 only. So minus 13 into 7 plus. So here it that is 7 into 5, that is 35. That's why that numerator 12 also we should multiply by 5, that is. Okay. So 12 into 5 divided by, so here minus into minus, that should be plus. 13 ones are 13 by 7 twos are 14. Here the product of numerators by product of denominators we have to do, that is. Okay. Now let us see here. So minus 13 into 7, 91 minus 91 plus 12 5 is 60 by 35. Okay, divided by 13 by 14. Okay, now which implies the minus 91 plus 60, how much it is? Minus 31 by 35, right? So divided by 13 by 14. So now we know that how can we calculate the division, right? So that right side of the fraction we should write it as a reciprocal of that number. So now minus 31 by 35 we should write the division as multiplication. So now that reciprocal of 13 by 14 is 14 by 13. So cancel that two numbers, that is 14 and 35 by 7. 7 2s are 14 and 7 5s are 35. So 31 2s are, how much it is? 62 minus 62 by 13 5 is 65. So that is that answer, children. So minus 62 by 65. So like that we can do this problem. Question number 5. If 2 by 5 of a number exceeds 1 by 7 of the same number by 36, find the number. So let find the number here. So the number be x here. Okay. So we don't know that number. That's why let the number be x. Let the number be x. Okay. So now, so they given that here 2 by 5 of a number, right? So 2 by 5 of a number means 2 by 5 of x is equals to, that is 2x by 5, right? 2x by 5. And like that only 1 by 7 of that same number means 1 by 7 of x is equals to, that is x by 7, right? By the problem, we know that, so that is they given 2 by 5 of a number exceeds, right? So 2x by 5 is equals to exceeds 1 by 7 of the same number by 36. That's why x by 7 plus 36. Okay, now calculate this equation. So now we should transpose this x by 7 plus x by 7 from RHS to LHS. It becomes 2x by 5 minus x by 7 is equals to 36. So calculate this. That is LCM is 35. So 7 2s are 14x minus 5 into x, that is 5x, is equals to 36. So implies, so 14x minus 5x, that should be 9x by 35 is equals to 36. This 9 by 35 we transpose from LHS to RHS, it becomes reciprocal. So x equals to, we write it as 36 into 35 by 9. So look at that, we cancel, that is 9 ones are 9 fours are 36. So which implies x equals to 35 into 4, that equals to how much it is, 35 fours are 140. So therefore the number is equals to 140. Right children? Like that we find that is unknown number. Okay children? Right. Question number 6. Two pieces of length, two 2 by 5 meters. Yes, this is 2 3 by 5 meters. Okay. So it's mistakenly came, that is 2 3 by 5. Okay. So 2 3 by 5 meters and 3 3 by 10 meters are cut off from a rope 11 meters long. What is the length of the remaining rope? So here they given that the total length of the rope is 11 meters. So from that we cut it into two pieces, that is 2 3 by 5 meters and 3 by 10 meters. Okay. So find the length of the remaining rope. So write the solution here. So the total length of the rope, the remaining rope is equals to the total length of the rope, minus, so the sum of two cut pieces, okay, two cut pieces, right? So subtract the two numbers here, so which implies the total length of the rope is 11 minus, so the sum of two cut pieces is 2 3 by 5 plus 3 3 by 10, 3 by 10. So let us calculate that. So 11 minus, so improper, convert it into improper, that is 5 2s are 10 plus 3, that is 13 by 5 plus 30, 10 3s are 30 plus 3, 33 by 10. So now what is the LCM of that 5 and 10 here? So that is 10 only, right? 5 2s are 10, that's why 13 2s are 26 plus 33. So which implies 11 minus, so 26 plus 33, that is 59 by 10. So 59 by 10, right? So this is, we write it as that, calculate that, cross multiplied this, that is 11 into 10, 110 minus 159 by 10. 59 by 10. So that equals to 110 minus 59, how much it is? Yes, that is 51 by 10. So 51 by 10, we write it as in mixed fraction again, that is 10 5s are 50 and plus 1 is the remaining, that is 1 by 10. So 5 1 by 10 meters. So therefore the length of the remaining rope, the length of the remaining rope, is equals to 5 1 by 10 meters. 5 1 by 10 meters. That is the answer. Okay, children. Question number 7. The cost of 7 2 by 3 meters of cloth is 12 3 by 4 rupees. Find the cost per meter. Okay, let us write that solution. So given the cost of 7 2 by 3 meters of cloth is 12 3 by 4 rupees, right? 12 3 by 4 rupees. Okay, so therefore the cost of per meter, of cloth, okay, per meter is equals to, so we need to divide that is, right? So that is 12 3 by 4 divided by 72 by 3. So convert that mixed into improper. So for 12s are 48 plus 3, 51 by 4. So divided by 7 3 is a 21 plus 2, 23 by 3. So this is convert into multiplication, that is 51 by 4 into, so what is the reciprocal of this 23 by 3? That is 3 by 23. So that equals to, how much it is? That equals to, that is 153 by 423 is a 92, that is. So if you cancel, that means that is approximately it comes that 1.66 rupees. 1.66 rupees, that is. Okay, so the cost of per meter equals to, therefore the cost of per meter is equals to, so 1.66 rupees. Okay children, right. Question number 8. Find the area of a rectangular park which is 18 3 by 5 meters long and 8 2 by 3 meters broad. Okay, so they given that length and breadth of the rectangular park. Now we need to find that area of the rectangle. So what is the area of rectangle? Length into breadth, right? So let us write the solution now here. So what is the given here? Given the length of the park, the length of the rectangular park, the length of the park equals to 18 3 by 5 meters. So we should write that in improper, that is now 5 18s are 90, 90 plus 3, 93 by 5 meters. Okay, so like that, write that the breadth of the park. What is the breadth of the park? Breadth of the park equals to, so 8 2 by 3 meters. 8 2 by 3 meters means 8 3s are 24, 26 by 3 meters. 26 by 3 meters. So now therefore the area of rectangular park equals to, the area of rectangular park, the area of rectangular park is equals to length into breadth, length into breadth. So what is the length is given there? So that is 93 by 5 into 26 by 3, that is the breadth. So the product of numerators by the product of denominators, if it is possible to cancel, we directly cancel that. That is 3 1s are 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are 3. Okay, so 31 into 26 by 5. So how much it is? 31 into 26, that is 806 by 5. 806 by 5 meter square, right? Meter square, or we should write in that mixed fraction, that is now. So how many times it will go by the 5? That is 5 1s are 5 and 5 6 are 30 and 5 1s are 5 again. So that is 1 by 5. So 161 1 by 5 meter square. So the area of rectangular park is equals to, therefore area of rectangular park, area of rectangular park is equals to, rectangular park is equals to 161 1 by 5 meter square. That is that answer. Okay children. Question number 9. What number should minus 33 by 16 be divided by to get minus 11 by 4? So let us write the solution children here. Look at that carefully. So here they given that what number should minus 33 by 16 be divided to get minus 11 by 4. So let the number be x. Write it that let the number be x. Number be x. So by the problem, they given that by the problem. So they given that minus 33 by 16 is divided by x is equals to minus 11 by 4, right? So let us write this again. This x equals to, how can we write that? If you transpose that divided by x from this side to this side, that minus 11 by 4 from RHS to LHS. So it will become that x equals to minus 33 by 16 divided by minus 11 by 4. We should write like this, okay? So which implies x equals to, so minus 33 by 16 into, what is the reciprocal of this minus 11 by 4? That is minus 4 by 11. Minus 4 by 11. Now we cancel that. That is 11 ones are 11, 11 threes are 33, 4 ones are 4, 4 fours are 16, right? Which implies x equals to minus into minus, that should be plus, 3 ones are 3 by 4, x equals to 3 by 4. So therefore the number is equals to, 3 by 4, that is. Okay children, so like that we can do this. Okay. Question number 10. If 36 trousers of equal sizes can be stitched with 64 meters of cloth, what is the length of the cloth required for each trouser? So let us write the solution here. So given, so 36 trousers of equal sizes can be stitched with 64 meters of cloth. 64 meters of cloth, right? So now we need to find the length of the cloth required for each trouser. The length of the cloth required for each trouser is equals to, that is 64 by 36. 64 by 36, that equals to 64 by 36. If we cancel means, so by 2 we cancel, that is 2 ones are 2, 2 eights are 16, and 2 threes are 2, 4, 2 twos are, right? So 32 by 18, again we cancel by 2 only, right? So that is 2 nines are and 2 16s are. So that equals to 16 by 9. So 16 by 9 meters. So that equals to 16 by 9 meters. 16 by 9 meters, that is. Okay. So therefore for each trouser, 16 by 9 meters of cloth required. Okay, meters of cloth required. So that is the answer, children, for this. So we neatly cancel that, and after we get that is a 16 by 9 meters of cloth required. Okay. Question number 11. Find the repeating decimal 0.363636 and so on is written in simplest fractional form p by q. Find the sum of that p plus q. Okay, so let us write that solution here. Okay, so here this this repeating decimal 0.3636 and so on, let say that x, that is, let x equals to 0.363636 and so on, that is. Okay, this should be that is the equation 1. Okay, say that. So here periodicity is what? Here periodicity is, what is the periodicity? That is 2, right? Periodicity is 2. So that's why, so we multiply. So we multiply that equation. We multiply both sides of that equation. Both sides of equation 1. Equation 1 by 100. Okay. So then we get 100x. 100x is equals to, so when we multiply by 100, the point moves 2 steps to the right. Okay, 2 steps to the right, that it becomes, that is 36.363636 and so on will come there. Okay, this is 2, second equation. So now subtract that first and second equation. So subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. Okay, equation 1 from equation 2, we get, so look at that. So 100x is equals to 36 minus 0.36363636 and so on. So then we write x here, that is x equals to 0.363636 and so on. So now subtract this. So change the symbol here, right? Minus and minus here. 100x minus x, that is 99x, is equals to, this is 36. Okay, so then which implies x equals to 36 by 99. 36 by 99. If we cancel, that means, okay, by 9 we cancel, that is 9 11s are 9 4s are, so that equals to 4 by 11, right? So but they asked that the sum of that p plus q, right? So now what is that p? It is in p by q form. Now this is p and this is q, this is in p by q form. So that is the sum of that p plus q now. Okay, the sum of, therefore, okay, therefore sum of p plus q, is equals to 4 plus 11, so that equals to 15, that is 15. Okay, so that is that answer. Okay children, so like that we should do that problem. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share and follow my videos. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, Naveen's Maths Gallery. Thank you.